welcome back to another video here on the channel, and welcome back to another Defense of the North video. Come on! So yes, we are back with another Defense of North video, guys. Welcome back to the channel, back to Middle Earth Gaming, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing good today. And today we are going to be going further into Defense of North, and we're going to be looking at the Legendary Legions. So this will be the last video going over the book, because we've already done the scenarios, we've already done the new profiles on the army list, and now we are going into the Legendary Legions. So this will be the last video, like I said, for the book itself, but this won't be the last video. Obviously, this will definitely, I tell you now, this will definitely not be the last video covering Defense of the North. As you guys know, as I've said in previous videos, as I've hinted at, I'm building custom boards for all the scenarios that are going to be in this book. We're going to try and film all the scenarios in this book, do an awesome campaign, do a few unboxings as well. There's a few things on the way. I've also got some hobby vlogs and some painting stuff and building stuff, and it's all happening, guys. So don't worry, there will definitely be a lot more Defense of the North content on the way soon. So yeah, I just want to say, first of all, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to join the 500 subscriber giveaway that's been going on for the last week or so. I do want to say it is currently what day are we? I don't even know what day we are anymore. It is currently Friday the 27th of May. I keep getting confused. It's currently Friday the 27th of May, and the competition for the 500 subscribers, which I'll put a link in the description below, will end on Saturday the 4th of June, and I will draw it on Sunday the 5th of June. So that is how that's going to happen. So if you guys haven't checked that out already, I'll put a link in the description below if you guys to go check it out. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and comment a certain phrase that I tell you guys in the video, or I think it's a comment something about the video. Also, we also have a Defense of the North giveaway going on as well. So if you guys would like to win a copy of Defense of the North and some of the Eastling dice that I have right here, some of the beautiful new Eastling dice, all you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, and comment below Defend the North, and yeah, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. So yeah, that's the two giveaways going on at the moment. Like I said, they will both the last chance to enter them will be on Saturday the 4th of June, which is next week. So, and like I said, I'll draw them both on the Sunday on the 5th of June. So yeah, so you still got a bit of time to enter. But yeah, so let's get straight into the video. So like I said, we previously went over through the scenarios and as well as the army list and the new profiles, and now we're going into the Legendary Legions. First of all, it does tell us what legendary legions are, how do they work and stuff like that. But it's been a long time. Most of us know how they work, and if you don't, you can always read them there. It tells you if you haven't used legendary legions before. But first up, we have the Army of Dale. Now, this is the Army of Dale. This is not Hobbit era Dale. This is not Girion era Dale, or Bard, essentially. This is War of the Ring Dale. So it comes with Brand, King of Dale, Bard the Second, Prince of Dale, Captains of Dale, Knights of Dale, Warriors of Dale, and the Windlance. Now, as right now, because I don't think the FAQ has dropped yet, this is the only way to field the Windlance in this for this army. Because if we go back to the army list, which we covered on in the last video, I believe the army list, the army composition, This army may include Girion, Lord of Dale, Bran, King of Dale, Brad the Second, Prince of Dale, Captain of Dale, Rose of Dale, and Knights of Dale. So you can't actually take the Windlance, even though it's there in the army in the army list. So it could be like that, you know, it's being completely missed. It could be FAQ'd, but at the moment, the only way you can use the Windlance is in the Legendary Legion. And I know some tournaments. I know a lot of tournaments here in Australia, and I know some tournaments overseas and like around the world. They don't like Legendary Legions. I know a lot of people do not like playing against Legendary Legions. I think they're a nice little addition to the competitive scene. I haven't been to a tournament in years. You know, obviously a few things, you know, COVID of course. But I'm more of a narrative player these days. You know, I was doing tournaments, you know, back in the day. You know, traveled all over to the other side of Australia for it. And I do want to go to. I do want to end up going to Seven Stones in the UK. I want to go to the GT. I want to go to Throne of Skulls at some point. I want to go to Articon as well, and maybe Nova. So I do want to do that kind of stuff, like, you know, massive trips to do that kind of stuff. But at the moment, I'm more of a narrative player, as you guys know. So there we go. So like I said, the only way you can field this the Dale Windlance now is in this Legendary Legion. So the only reason you take this Army of Dale in the Legendary Legion is to get the Windlance, and also the special rule. The only extra special rule you get, because, you know, already the Warriors of Dale and Captain Dale get their shoot value to 3+ instead of 4+, because that's their army bonus essentially. If you get a pure Dale legendary, a pure Dale army, I should say. That's already in there. That's already their army bonus. And the only other one they get is that every friendly Dale model gets Swarm Protector to brand. So yeah, it's basically just the normal army list, including the Windlance and Swarm Protector. That is pretty much it. Additional rules: an Army of Dale force must always include Bran, the King of Dale, who is always the army's leader. So it's interesting there. There's a designer's note as well. Legendary Legion represents the armies of Dale at the end of the Third Age. So there you go. There's a few other things in there, but I won't. You guys can read them for yourselves. Like I said, I'm not going to go through every little thing. I won't read the fluff or anything like that. You guys can read it at your own leisure. So there we go. So next up, we have the Defenders of Erebor. Now, this is a very cool legion. I definitely want to test this one out at a tournament. I think this will be a lot of fun. So we have Dane, Ironfoot, King of the Mountain, Thorin the Third, Stonehelm. Then we have all the remaining champions of Erebor, or the surviving members, I should say. So we have Dwalin, Biffa, Bofa, Nori, Dory, and Gloin. Not Bomber, because he's too fat at this point. I think it says you know, he needs like 4 young dwarves to carry him or something. Then we have the Iron Hills Captain, Bran, King of Dale, Bar the Second, Prince of Dale, Captain of Dale, Iron Hills Dwarf, Iron Hills Goat Riders, Warriors of Dale, and Knights of Dale. So no chariots, no ballistas, no twirly whirlies, and no windlances, which is interesting. So additional rules: the Defenders of Erebor force must always contain at least one named Erebor hero model and at least one named Dale hero model. One Erebor hero model may lead Erebor warrior models. Only Erebor Erebor heroes may lead Erebor models. Only Dale heroes may lead Dale models. And all models with the Iron Hills keyword replace it for the Erebor keyword. Now that's key for the army special rule. So special rules, we have got long-standing alliance. So Dale models within 1 inch of friendly Erebor model. So that's why it's, you know, important. Just like back in the army lists with the army bonus with Dane. So that's why that's important, that all Iron Hills models replace their keyword of Iron Hills to Erebor. That's why that's important. Yeah, Dale models within 1 inch of a friendly Erebor model reroll 1s to wound during the fight phase. Additionally, Erebor models within 1 inch of a friendly Dale reroll 1s during the fight phase as well. So that's pretty cool. We have a Bond Forged in War, so that's exactly the same one as it was in the scenario. So if either a Dane or Brand are surrounded in a fight, the other model may call a heroic combat for free, and they must move towards that combat. If they can't get into the combat, they must move as close towards it as they can. The heirs to the kingdoms, if either Thorin the Stonehelm or Bard the Second will be trapped at the start of fight phase, it's basically exactly the same as the other one. And we got royal bloodlines. Friendly models within 3 inches of Dane Ironfoot, Thorin the Third Stonehelm, Bran King of Dale, and Bard the Second Prince of Dale count as being in range of a banner. So a 3-inch banner for all those models. So it's a very cool list. Those special rules, like the special rules are cool. The long-standing alliance is cool when you rerolls 1s to wound during the fight phase. That's a really nice rule. But the other ones like royal bloodlines, like the 3-inch banner is really nice. But unless you're getting like massively points, like up to 1,000 points, like Throne of Skulls, you're probably not taking all 4 heroes. Because what's that? That's 240, 350. It's 450 points to take all 4 heroes. So you're looking at like probably not even 700 points. You're probably looking 800, 900, 1,000 points at that point to take all 4 heroes, because otherwise you're going to be very low in numbers. So that kind of like balances that out. And the other 2 are very specific because they need to be trapped in order to happen. So it's nice that it's nice that it's not a ranged rule, as in if they're trapped and they're within 6 inches, it's battlefield wide. So that's nice. So you can get a free hero combat. So you can, I guess you could, in theory, like this is theory hammer here going on. I guess in theory you could set that up and try and daisy chain it along, or like what do you call it, like almost make one of them more like a bowling ball. Like you obviously want Dane to take the heroic combat. At some point, because he is the better fighter, and Thorin would be the better fighter against Bran. But in certain situations, it would definitely turn out really well. It's nice that you got the other champions of Erebor in there. Yes, they are probably the better fighters compared to some of the other heroes, but it's nice that they're in there. That's really nice, and it'd be nice to get some extra champions of Erebor to make him look a bit older. Have Dwalin have a grey beard or a white beard. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, a very cool list, and definitely one I think we'll definitely see. I know some people are definitely taking them to Warhammer World Doubles in July, I believe it is. Another event that I want to go to at some point. Next up, we have the Beornings. Now, this is a list that I think, actually, before I start off with, depending on when this video is going live, I don't know, the Beornings haven't been announced yet. Hopefully they get announced soon, probably in June, I would say, that hopefully. I think they do try to get a release out every month, so maybe in June we might be able to see these guys. But at the moment, army composition are Beorn, Grim Beorn, and Beornings, and you can swap the 10.5 axe for a great bow for free. So at this point, Beorn can lead Beornings in the Legendary Legion. He can't lead them as rules is written, that he can't lead them normally. Only Grim Beorn can lead Beornings normally if it's not in the Legendary Legion. If it's in the Legendary Legion, Beorn can lead Beornings, which is awesome, so you can get up to 1,000 points. So I think at Throne of Skulls you might see this. So Beorn, Grim Beorn, and 30 Beornings, that'd be a pretty cool army actually. But I think it'd be a cool army just to take, just for fun, Like I said, when I did go to tournaments, like I was never I was always a narrative player in tournaments. Like the last tournament I went to, I took what was it? I took the Charge Out of Erebor army. So it was Dane on foot, so I didn't have him on the goat. On his pig. I had Thorin on Thorin King of the Mountain, champion of Erebor, obviously. I had Feely, I had Keely. Did I have Dwalin? No, it was Dane, Thorin, Feely, Keely, and it was like 12 Iron Hills Dwarves with shields, and then I think it was like 5 with crossbow and 5 with Matic, I want to say, something like that. So it was very hero heavy, and it was like, I don't remember how many points it was. I think it was like, 600 or 600 points or something like that. It was very fun, and I made a whole display board with, which I think I've talked about. That'll actually be showing up in a video hopefully soon. As I'm building all this terrain, I actually showed that off. It's actually just over there. I could actually get it for you guys to show. But I made like a little error board charge out board, like in my first ever board that I actually ever built, like the an army specific board, like a display board for it, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, like when I was playing at tournaments, I was always narrative. I've always been a narrative person. I think that's where SBG thrives, in narrative play. So that's where I've always gone to at that point. So like I said, I've never taken a filthy army. I've always taken narrative driven armies, even to tournaments. I don't care if I win. I don't care, about that stuff. So that's always cool. I actually did get best army, or like the best display board at that tournament. So there you go. For my first display board, I think I did pretty well. But on with the Baonings. Like I said, I think you'll see these guys. I've heard people say you're not going to see them a lot. I think you will. Especially at fluffy tournaments like at Throne of Skulls, I definitely think you'll see 1,000 points of Baonings. I think that's definitely a key. Especially if they come out within the next couple of months, you'll be able to get them and paint them up in time. And I just think they're a cool army, Like if Baonings, the additional rules, if Baonings force includes both Baon and Grim Baon must automatically be the leader. Friendly models may benefit from Baon's heroic actions. Additionally, Baoning models may benefit from Baon's stand fast. So that's nice as well. And it's got awesome special rules. So whenever a friendly bear model suffers a wound, roll a d6 on a 5+. The wound is ignored just as if a point of fate has been spent. I don't believe Baonings count as bears. I'm pretty sure it's only Grim Baon. It would just be. So Grim Baon as a man is a man, and Grim Baon the bear is a bear. So, and Baonings are just men. So unfortunately, they wouldn't get. It'd be cool if they got the if they got the old Channel Fury. That's essentially what it is, the old Channel Fury. You're basically on a 5+, the wound is ignored just as if a fate has been spent. So that's pretty nice. So you don't have to take your fate straight away. So that's really nice. And survives it for a bit longer. Like I said, it'd be nice if their Baonings actually got it. But it's always, the bears are just going to go mental. They're going to charge in and do whatever they want, because whilst they have the bear keyword, Baon and Grim Baon gain the monstrous charge special rule, which I know a lot of people thought Baon should have anyway. It makes sense that he would have it. But it's cool that it gets it, and Grim Baon gets it in this Legion. Natural resistance, friendly models getting the resistance to magic special rules, so that's always nice. Because you got no wizard in here, and it's pretty low numbers. In all, it's pretty low numbers. So that's always nice. And at that 1,000 points, you're definitely going to come up at least, if not two or more casters. So it's always nice to have some resistance to magic. And that's all friendly models as well. And Fueled by Fury, Baon and Grim Baon do not need to roll for their skin changer special. They can transform at will, which is amazing. So if on the last turn, someone's on an objective, like one person's on an objective, you can just change Grim Baon into a man again, shoot his great bow at him, and you might pick him off, and it might win you games essentially. So you don't have to roll that 4+. It's always that 50-50 shot that you may not be able to change. So it automatically changing, I think, it's a great special rule. I think that could be quite handy in certain situations. Next up, we have the host of the Dragon Emperor. So it's what you'd expect. You have the Dragon Emperor of Ruin, Rutabi, Brogear, Eastling Dragon Knight, Eastling Captains, Eastling War Priest, Eastling Warrior, Eastling Cataphract, Dragon Cult Acolytes, and the Runish Wardrake. The host of Dragon Emperor force must include the Dragon Emperor of Ruin, who is always the army's leader. That makes sense. It hasn't got a lot of special rules. It's got the Eastling Warriors and Eastling Cataphracts and Warbands led by the Dragon Emperor or Eastling Dragon Knights. Do not need to pay the points to upgrade Black Dragons. They are automatically free, so that's always nice, saving some points there. Heroes of Eastlings. Heroes Eastling models may reroll a d6 in the draw roll. That's only Eastling hero models may roll d6 in a draw roll, so that's nice. And you've got No Quarter was Asa, which is obviously the army special rule anyway. So you don't have a lot of special rules, but you have the Dragon Emperor of Ruin, which you have to take, and he gives you a lot of buffs anyway. So I think that kind of puts it in. That kind of makes up his points. Not makes up his points. That puts his points into perspective. That you don't get a lot of special rules in the Legendary Legion, in the host of the Dragon Emperor, but he is less points because he gets all those. He basically, if he didn't have all those special rules, I think they'd be in the Legion. But he's got those special rules, so that's why you don't get as many in the Legion. That's what I think anyway. And yeah, you know, it's cool. I'm building up an Eastling army, obviously, for the scenarios. Will I take this as a legendary Legion to a tournament? Probably not. But I think it's cool nonetheless. You know, they're awesome. The new models are awesome. Can't wait to paint them. And you know, I'm doing a painting guide at the moment, like a hobby vlog to show you guys my how I paint my Eastlings, because I know some of you guys have been wanting to see that. So I'm in the middle of that. Yeah, that hopefully my Dragon Emperor comes very soon. I'm hoping. You know, it's been a week already. Obviously we get you know, it's a bit harder here in Australia because we're so far away from the UK, so it does take a bit longer to get here, which is a bit unfortunate. So I can't show you guys straight away, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. Next up, we have the Fell Beings of Mirkwood. Now this is one that I would want to take. This one and the next one is some legendary legions I would want to take to a tournament. Water. So this one we have Razgush, Orc Captains, Orc Shamans, Orc Taskmasters, Orc Drummers, the Spider Queen, Orc Warriors, Warg Riders, Orc Trackers, Mirkwood Spiders, Giant Spiders, Fell Wargs, and Bat Swarm. So a nice mix of Orcs and Gribblies here. So additional rules: of Fell Beings of Mirkwood force must always include Razgush, Warlord of the North, who is always the army's leader. That obviously makes a lot of sense. Through the Forest, friendly infantry models getting the Woodland Creature special rule for Orcs and for Wargs as well, like Giant Spiders. Like that's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. Then we have Death to the Elves. So friendly models gain the Hatred Elf special rule, which is what is that? A +1 to wound, I believe. I don't have the rule book near me. I think that's +1 to wound, isn't it? If you get Hatred Elf. That's all models. That's not just the Orcs. That's not just Razgush. Because I'm pretty sure with Razgush, I'm pretty sure he allows his models, is it? In his warband? No, he's got it. All captains, Orc Warriors, and Wargs rider in the same army as Razgush gain the Hatred Elf special rule. So that means the Spiders, the Fell Wargs, the Bat Swarms, and the Spider Queen are all going to have a Hatred Elf, which is very cool. And then we have the War Leader. Razgush gains a bonus of +1 to his fight value when engaged with an enemy elf model. So that means he's beating normal elves, because he's fight value 5, so he goes up to fight value 6. So he's beating normal elves. He's matching elite elves, like if it was like Guards of Gladrim Court or anything like that. Palace Guard, I think Palace Guard are only 5/5. But those kind of elves. And obviously he's not going to beat Thranduil or like big elf heroes like that. But it will be easier for him to get to fight 10, because I do believe he does have Heroic Strike. Yes, he does have Heroic Strike. So that does make sense that he would it'd be easier for him to get to 5/10 in those certain situations. But yeah, a very cool list. Nice mix of Orcs and some Gribblies, which would be interesting to take. And the list which I think will be taken the most out of this book is the Assault on Lothlorien Legendary Legion. So let's get through it. So we got Musga, Orc Captains, Orc Shamans, Druzag, Ashrak, Moray Goblin Captains, Moray Goblin Shamans, the Wild Warg Chieftain, Wild Wargs, Giant Spiders, Orc Warriors, Warg Riders, Orc Trackers, Moray Goblin Warriors, Moray Goblin Prowlers, Warg Marauders, and Bat Swarms. Whew, that's a big one. So you're going to be able to field this list in a multitude of different ways. So the additional rules: an Assault on Lothlorien force must always include Musgo and at least one named Goblin hero model. So it must take Musgo and at least Druzag or Ashrak. Only Orc hero models may lead Orc Warriors, and only Goblin heroes models may lead Goblin Warrior models. So just like in the Defenders of Erebor. Spider models may only be included in warbands led by Druzag or Ashrak. In this legendary legion, Musgo, Druzag, and Ashrak are heroes of valor, and Shamans are heroes of fortitude. So that's pretty cool. So Musgo, he must be fortitude. Yeah, he's a hero of fortitude. So instead of leading 12, he can lead 15, which is it's always nice. Getting those few extra models. And just normal Shamans. So your Moray Goblin Shamans and Orc Shamans can lead 12 now, which is pretty good. Increases your numbers, which I don't know, it probably wouldn't be, I don't know, you definitely could hoard it out. there's no big, like, you know, once we get there, we don't have many big hero hitting models, but we'll get to that. So, special rules. Hope you guys are ready for this. Cover of Darkness. Any battle featuring this legendary legion takes place at night. So this is just like in the final Assault on Lothlorien scenario. As such, due to the reduced visibility, models cannot be targeted by shooting, magical powers, or special abilities over 12 inches away. However, as it is much harder to avoid a shot in the dark, I should say, all shooting attacks gain a bonus of +1 when rolling to wound. Siege engines may still target enemy models more than 12 inches away. However, in this situation, they will only ever hit on the roll of a 6. Models with the Cave Dweller special rule can see as normal. So you're basically, your Moria goblins can shoot normally, and you know, your other Moria stuff, you know, obviously the stuff with the Cave Dweller special rule can shoot normally. Even I think they can only shoot 18 anywhere, or are they increased to 24 now? I haven't even played goblins in the new edition, so I'm not sure. But that's awesome, you know, and it's going to be, this is definitely these two, like, last two legions are definitely anti-elves. Because elves obviously have a lot of shooting, so this is going to be definitely anti-elf. Like, you don't even have a chance to try and shoot from 12 inches away. You just can't. And that could be, you know, you can't even thin down their lines, so they're going to be 12 inches away. So that's 2 turns away from hitting your lines. And you can't even push back because you can't even shoot them anyway. So there's no point of like moving backwards to try and shoot them, because you can't shoot them over 12 inches away. So it doesn't really matter anyway. And so you can't thin their lines out. So they're going to be basically, the full force of their attack is going to be hitting you there. Like you'll get 1 or 2 turns of shooting at them, but you're not going to get like 3 or 4 turns of shooting at them, which is interesting. Then we have Ruthless Savagery. So friendly orc and goblin models gain a bonus of +1 to win in a fight in which the opposing model is outnumbered, so that's probably going to be quite easy. Note that supporting models do not count for either side for this purpose of this rule, so that's nice. Dark Magics. Friendly models may reroll any number of d6s when making a casting roll. That's pretty good. Venomback Spiders. If your force contains Ashrite, then all giant spiders in your force can be upgraded to Venomback Spiders for free, which is nice. So normal spiders have poison, so that's rerolls of 1, but Venomback spiders obviously have venom, so they reroll all wounds in combat. So a very good list. I think you'll see this quite a lot, you know, for tournaments that allow legendary legions. The only problem with this legion, and I'm glad it is, because, you know, it would be pretty broken if it had this, is that it has no hard hitting heroes. Like, it's got the Wild Chief, and you know, it's got, you know, a lot of shamans and like a lot of good mid-level heroes, but it doesn't have those top-tier heroes that will, you know, stand up against Thranduils, your Aragorns, your Boromirs, that kind of stuff. So I think that kind of balances it out. So I think people who are, you know, talking a lot about this legion and, you know, are quite afraid of it, are quite afraid of the rules, you know, people saying it should be nerfed, I think we need to wait and see how good it is. I think it's still going to be very good. I think it's still going to be very competitive. But I don't think it's going to be, you know, your big heroes will definitely chop through these models with ease. So you're definitely going to need your shamans to do stuff against them. So I think it'll still be a cool legion to take. I'm not a fan of shamans, so I would want to take this, but I wouldn't want to take the shamans. But then would it be worth it without taking the shamans? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And next up we have the appendix. So that was the last of the legendary legions, all 6 legendary legions. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Now we're just going to quickly go through the appendix. We've got some fluff here about the stuff going about in the north. There's 4 scenarios here, so these are the last of the 4 scenarios. Of the 22 scenarios. There was 18 in the main campaign, and there's 4 here. 3 of them are not new. I've gone through them. I've gone through their old scenarios. There is nothing new in these ones. So we have the Destruction of Dale, which is the first scenario actually that we're going to be doing in the Hobbit campaign. Obviously that makes sense. Is the Destruction of Dale, and I don't think I've talked about this on the channel before, but I've already got a Smaug, and the Smaug I have, he's not in great shape. It was a couple of years ago now. Some family members came around. I'm just gonna say that, and you know, I was carrying Smaug just to show him around, and someone bumped me. You know, like a little family member. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna point him out on the internet. But they bumped me and dropped Smaug. and he shattered. You know, his tail shattered, like all the stuff. Yeah, he's not in great. Like he's still alright. Like I could fix him, like, you know, green stuff him, but he was fully painted, all that kind of stuff. So I could definitely fix him, that's for sure. But I had an idea, and I think it's a crazy idea because I don't think I've seen it done. If it has been, let me know in the comment section below. But he's out of stock at the moment, so when he comes back in stock, I'm going to be ordering another Smaug. I'm going to be converting him. I'm going to be converting him into the way that he looks at Bilbo in Desolation of Smaug. You know, when he says, like, you know, Bilbo says, I did not mean to disturb you, O Smaug, the unnecessarily wealthy. Like, you know, I did not believe how, you know, I did not believe the rumors. And Smaug rears up and goes, do you now? And that is the pose that I want to make. I think that would be an awesome pose to make. I've got a theory of how I'm going to do it using the current miniature. I think there's a way for me to do it. I think it's a crazy idea for sure. But I think that's the first time I've actually ever said anything. I'm going to make an entire series about it, about me, you know, the planning stages, you know, unboxing him, converting him, painting him, all that kind of stuff, playing with him, obviously. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I crazy for doing that, for converting a Smaug? I don't think I've seen anyone convert the Smaug. I've seen people do like different bases for him, but I've never actually seen someone convert him like into a different pose. So that's like, I'm gonna make the neck, because you guys know how the neck goes like that. I'm gonna make the neck go like that, so he's like rearing up, as he does in the film. So that's gonna be quite interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be a lot easier to play with as well. So yeah, it's a crazy thought. I think I'm gonna do it. It's probably gonna take me a while, but I'm really excited to do that. I'm really excited, actually. I'm looking up there because he's up there, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Next up, we have the Battle for Dale. So these were all in the armies of the Hobbit. So the Battle for Dale, again, another cool scenario that I definitely want to play, as well as the Battle of Five Armies, which is a massive battle that I definitely want to play at some point as well. And then we have the High Pass. Now this is the new scenario. So in the years following the Battle of the Five Armies, evil had continued to find a way back into the world, infecting corners of Middle-earth and spreading from them like a disease. Orcs are becoming bolder, openly traveling, across the many paths of Middle-earth as they make their way between the Dark Lords, many strongholds in Mordor, Angmar, Dol Guldur, and beyond. Many pathways that were once safe for friendly folk to traverse have since become dangerous roads where the chances of an orc ambush are ever increasing. Now this is a very cool scenario. So you have you know, a 4x4 board. As you guys can see, we have Beorn in the north and Grim Beorn in the south. Then we have the Beorning's deployment area 12 inches on from the center of the eastern board edge. And we have the evil deployment 12 inches from the middle of the western board edge. So participants are Beorn, Grim Beorn, 12 Beornings, 8 with hand and half axe and 4 with great bow. So just like in the other scenario, it's the same Beorning, so that's nice. So all you'll ever need is 12 Beornings if you just want to play the scenarios. So that's good for me. And then evil is 3 orc captains with shield, 36 orc warriors, 12 with shield, 12 with spear, 6 with two-handed weapon, and 6 with orc bow. So a nice little force there. And basically all the objective is that they need to get 12. The evil side need to get 12 or more evil models, off the path of the Beorning's deployment area, which I believe is within. What is it? The game lasts until one force completes their objective. The evil player wins if 12 or more evil models can escape the board via the eastern board edge. Good player wins if they can kill enough evil models to prevent this from happening. And it has to be on the... Oh no, so it can just be on the edge, so it doesn't have to be on the path. Because there's a path that runs straight through the middle. So I thought you'd have to, you know, get them off the path, but no, it just has to be off the board edge. So, you know, yeah, it definitely could happen. You know, get Beorn and Grim Beorn. They won't have the monstrous charge because it's not the Legion. But you know, you got 2 Angry Bears and 12 Beorns. I think it could be a fun scrap. Definitely one that I probably do want to play at some point as well. But who knows? It'd be a cool one to play. Then we have a very nice Forces of Good and Forces of Evil. What do you call it? Showcase of the wonderful heavy metal miniatures, painted by the guys. And then we have something moves in the shadows, unseen, hidden from our sight. We have the end of Defense of the North, and of course we have the lovely map on the back as well. So that, guys, is Defense of the North. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos going through it all. Hope I wasn't too boring through them. Hope you guys enjoyed them. And like I said, this is not the end of Defense of the North by any means necessary. Obviously, we got a lot of unboxings coming. There's always, there's obviously Room Mill and Orphan are going to be coming out as well as the Runish War Drakes, hopefully at some point. And then, of course, we have the Beornings, so all of them are going to be coming out. Like I said, I've got stuff, I think I said in the last video, that I ordered stuff to make the boards that I want for the scenarios. So that is already started. I've already planning them. I've already started making videos for all that kind of stuff. So you can expect a lot of Defense of North content in the coming weeks and months for Defense of North. And of course, like I said, I still have Dol Guldur to finish. It's up there. I can see it up there. It's staring at me. It wants me to get finished. But I need to get more ruins. I've already bought 9 ruins and I still need to get some more. I need to buy a Fortress of Dol Guldur set. Which we can't get in Australia, so we have to try and buy that overseas and ship it here, which is probably going to be cheaper than buying in Australia, buying 6 separate sets in Australia anyway. Yeah, that's going to be happening. So yeah, you can expect a lot more content coming in the future, guys. I am quite busy at work at the moment, so I'm just quite busy in general at the moment anyway, doing other stuff. So you can probably expect 3 videos a week on the channel, hopefully, maybe more at some point, maybe some less at some points. But I hope you guys are enjoying the channel anyway, and thank you so much for 500 subscribers as well. You guys are awesome, and we're actually at this point we're over 600 subscribers as well. Like within 2 weeks, it's absolutely insane. I know you guys are really hyped about Defense of the North and the future of Middle Earth SBG as well, and you can expect all the news and updates and unboxings and reviews, all that kind of stuff, and hopefully battle reports at some point as well. Hopefully we can get some people on the channel to do some battle reports. That'd be awesome. And all the campaigns, like the Quest of the Ringbearer campaign, the Hobbit campaign that I've talked about for so long now, Defense of the North, obviously one that I really want to do, and who else knows what's in the future for the channel as well. But it's really exciting, and I hope you guys are excited as well. But yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed me going through the last of Defense of the North. Like I said, won't be the last of it. And if you guys want to earn a copy of Defense of the North, make sure, and some Aesilene dice as well, make sure to put the Defend the North in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video, share the video out, and be subscribed to enter as well. And make sure to enter the 500 subscriber giveaway contest as well. And I'll put the link to that video in the description below. Whew, I think that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, happy gaming.